Hello students, hello all of you. I am Ms. Amrita Gadhav and I am welcoming you all to part 9 of the series of chapter Superposition of Waves. As you all know that this is the last chapter of part 1 of physics. Okay, and even the concept which is we are going to learn in today's part is the last concept of this chapter. So today we are going to finish this chapter by considering the reduced syllabus, because the last 2 points which are there, characteristics of sound and even the applications of that is musical instrument. These 2 points has been reduced due to this COVID situation. So we are not going to learn about these 2 points. We are just going to learn about the points which are there for you in board examination. Okay. So particularly for the today's part, we are going to learn 3 points which are very interesting. You must have heard about these points. The first point is nothing but beats. Okay. Now the second point is nothing but analytical treatment to find out the frequency. We have already done 2 or 3 analytical treatment. We are going to apply the same concept over here. So you will come to know it is very easy. Okay. So that will be the second point for today's part, and the last point is nothing but application of beats. Okay. So let's move towards the today's part, which is with beats. Okay. So as you heard the term beats, what comes in your mind? For the very first, if you are a music lover or you are a dance lover, then you will literally come to that point where we say that one beat is missing, you get the second beat, or anything which is related to music. Okay. So this is nothing but very interesting phenomena which deals with actually sound, that is music. Okay. So bit related to the music itself. So you are considering the same thing which is going to happen in today's part. But here we are not going to move forward towards that application part. First we are going to learn about the theoretical part, then mathematical part, and then we will move towards the application which will come like musical instruments, all that. Okay. So at the very first, as we said, that beats is nothing but it deals with the sound waves. That is the first and most important thing. Second thing is one more principle is applied to form beats, and that principle is principle of superposition. So when 2 sound waves interact and interfere with each other, that creates maximum and minimum amplitude, which results into maximum and minimum intensities, which gives you louder sound and smoother sound. Okay. So sometimes music is at very highest mode and sometimes it is very low beat, that means very slower one, melodious one and rock one. Okay. So this is the main difference between this. So when the amplitude is maximum, or we can say intensity. Now for the very first, I just wanted to ask you one question, that is, what will be or what is the relation between intensity and amplitude while we are considering sound wave? So the relation between them is nothing but I is proportional to A square. Is it right? We have already studied this. Imax and Imin. When it becomes Imax, when amplitude is maximum, so intensity will be maximum. When I am going to consider about minimum intensity, so it should be Imin and it should be proportional to again A square, but it should be minimum one. So as you all know, when is the amplitude becomes minimum? When it becomes 0. And when the amplitude becomes maximum? When it becomes 2A plus or minus 2A. So I will just write here. You can actually say capital A also. So I will just write capital A for your convenience. It can be plus or minus 2A, and A means it should be 0. Okay. So when the intensity is maximum, that means when the amplitude is maximum, the sound which is produced is called waxing. It's called waxing. And when the intensity becomes minimum, that means when amplitude is minimum, at that point it creates waning. Okay. Again, we are going to consider sound waves in this. When two sound waves interfere with each other, it will interfere like loops, like this, right? So when here it will be antinodes, here it will be nodes, as you all know this. Okay, so when the amplitude is maximum, it will create what? Antinodes, and when it is minimum, it will create nodes. Same point is applied over here. But in sound waves, we have to consider waxing and waning. And when it continuously produces waxing and waning alternately, it creates a bit. Okay, so this is nothing but a bit when waxing and waning is alternately produces after a periodic time, a fixed periodic time. Okay, so this creates a soothing music. So what concept is behind the bits? First one is we have to consider sound waves. Second thing we have to consider principle of superposition, and the third very important concept, which is waxing and waning. And when this alternately produces, it creates a bit. Okay, so now what about the frequency of this sound waves? So we are going to derive the derivation for the frequency of bits by using analytical method. For that we have to consider two waves, which is sound wave, okay, which is having same amplitude but slightly different frequency and the displacement also, and even the wavelength. So let's move forward towards that, and what happens over here we'll see by considering the analytical treatment for the same. Okay, so we'll move towards the second point, which is analytical treatment to find frequency of bit. Okay, so let's see. As I told you, we have to consider two equations. So let's consider the first equation of the wave, very first wave, which is a sine 2 pi n1 t minus x upon lambda 1. This is the first equation. You know this equation. You are familiar with this equation, right? Now I am going to consider the second equation as will be n2 t minus x upon lambda. So by considering these two equations, we are going to apply principle of superposition. What is that? Y will be y1 plus y2. So we have to add both the equations, then we will get the principle. So let's see what will happen over here. So we are going to apply this. Y is equal to y1 plus y2. So what will be y? As a is common, I will write over here sine 2 pi n1 t minus x by lambda 1 plus sine 2 pi n2 t minus x by lambda 2. I have just taken a as common. Alright. Now, what you can observe from this? Before observing and before substituting something, I just wanted to tell you that we are going to consider x as 0 for the one means, so that we will get the smaller equation. Okay, so let's put x as 0. Okay, so what will happen over here? Y is equal to a sine 2 pi n1 t plus a sine 2 pi Is it? Yes. We are getting the very shortest equation if we put x is equal to 0. X is nothing but the displacement when observer is at 0. Okay. Now, what we can observe over here, as a is common. If I didn't write a over here, I will just put a bracket over here so that you will come to know a is common. Okay. So right now you can say a is common. Now, as you can observe, this is sine c plus sine d. What it will be? It should be 2 sine c plus d by 2 cos c minus d by 2. But in this, what is c and what is d? This 2 pi and t, we are not going to consider this 2 pi and t. C will be n1 and d will be n2. Okay, so let's put that values and we are going to solve this equation. I will just rub this. Okay. After solving, we will get y is equal to twice a sine c plus d by 2, okay, into cos c minus d by 2. So this is what you got from this. Sin c plus sin d is nothing but 2 sin c plus d by 2 to cos c minus d by 2. Now I am just wanted to rearrange this equation. Okay, why to rearrange, you will come to know. So I am writing this. Okay, now I am going to consider this as resultant amplitude capital A. Okay, so I will substitute instead of this capital A. After substituting capital A, and this is capital A, and n is equal to n1 plus n2 by 2. I am going to substitute this both. Okay, so I will get y is equal to, what it will be, a sine 2 pi n t. So this is what I got. It is nothing but a sine 2 pi n t. This is it. Now, what is our aim? We are going to find out the frequency, right? Resultant frequency. So we have to find out first the amplitude, and then we move towards to find out the frequency. Now, how to find out this resultant amplitude? As you all know the steps. We have to consider this equation may be equal to maximum amplitude, which is plus minus 2a. Then we'll consider one derivation, and second derivation is for when a becomes 0, that is minimum amplitude. So it should be equal to 0. So what happens over there? Let's see. So for the very first, when a is equal to plus minus 2a, what happens? We'll see. So should be equal to, right? Is it right? Yes, of course it is right. So this will get cut. So we will get right. So at what angles cos gives you 1? At 0, pi, 2 pi, 3 pi. At this values, cos gives you value of 1. So what we can say? We can say directly as 2 pi into t is equal to either 0, pi, 2 pi, 3 pi, and so on. So if I wanted to find the value for small t, which is time, what it will be? Let us consider. We will consider one by one. This is equal to 0 first. Very first we will consider this equation is equal to 0. We will find out what happens. If 2 pi n1 minus n2 by 2 into t becomes 0 for the first value of t. Okay. So this 2 will get cancelled. So we will get n1 minus n2 into t is equal to 0. So this, as the pi equal to, it becomes at the denominator. So the t will be what? T will be what? Is it equal to 0 or what? Yes. So the next time what we can do is, we can apply the next term for this. So for the very first t becomes 0, right? Now for second, 2 pi n1 minus n2 by 2 into t. For the second it is pi. What we can cancel out? This pi will get cancelled out. This 2 will get cancelled out. So n1 minus n2 into t becomes 1. So t is equal to 1 divided by n1 minus n2. So the second value for t will be 1 divided by n1 minus n2. What will be the third value? It will be obviously 2 divided by n1 minus n2. It will be 3 divided by n1 minus n2, and so on. It will be get multiplied. Okay, so this is the values for t. Now what you can observe, if we subtract the next one from the previous one, what you will get? You will get time as t n1 minus n2, is it? Or 1 divided by n1 minus n2, obviously. If we subtract this from the previous one, you will get the periodic time as 1 divided by n1 minus n2. Why periodic time I am saying? Because it is after some specific time, right? So we have to subtract the next one from the previous one. From this to this, if we subtract, we get 1 divided by n1 minus n2. If we subtract this from this, we will get again 1 divided by n1 minus n2. Again, if we subtract this from the first one, same will happen. So we can say that this is periodic time. So you will get answer as 1 divided by n1 minus n2. So what is the frequency? Frequency is nothing but inverse of time, periodic time. So you are getting n as n1 minus n2. So you got the equation for this. But this is only when we are considering amplitude as maximum. At that time we get frequency as n1 minus n2. Okay. So now the second term, which is nothing but, we are going to consider this as minimum amplitude. That means when it becomes 0, what happens to it? Let's see. So now what we can do is we can consider this A as 0. Okay, so this should be equal to 0. Now what we can say, this cos 2 pi n1 minus n2 by 2 into t should be equal to 0, right? So when the values of cos become 0, when it becomes 0, as we say, is that for 1 it is 0, pi, 2 pi and so on. When cos becomes 0, it is at pi by 2, 3 pi by 2, 5 pi by 2 and so on. So we can say that this 2 pi n1 minus n2 by 2 into t should be and so on. So in similar way we can find out values for t. Okay, so what we are going to find out values for t. So the first value will be in the same way, okay? It will be this, second will be this. So in this way you can find out the values for t. Again, what we are going to do, we are going to subtract the next one from the previous one, and what values we get. Either these are the same one, then we are going to say it as periodic time, and then we will find out the frequency of the same. Is it same? If we subtract this 5 by 2 minus 3 by 2, it will be what? It will be same for all. So this can be capital T. So I can say frequency for this as same as when amplitude becomes maximum, which is nothing but n1 minus n2. Okay, so this is nothing but the concept of analytical treatment to find out the values of frequency. Now when this becomes minimum, we get louder sound. This becomes maximum, when this becomes maximum we get louder sound, and when amplitude becomes minimum, so we get the sound as soothing sound, and when this get mixture of both of them, we get, or we can hear beats. Okay, so I hope you got all this concept, which is beats and then analytical treatment to find out the frequency. Okay, now after studying this, where we can apply beats, where we can apply and where we can use this. This is the one and the same. Okay, so the very first is nothing but when we are discussing at the very first of this video, that is musical instruments. So beats are used in music. To compose music, we have to do some waxing and waning, alright? Then only we can enjoy the music. So that is the first application. Second application is in radar, to find out the speed or air of aircrafts. You must have heard about this radar system. Even in this, sound waves are used and beats are used. Principle behind this is the principle of beats. Now after this, even another one, which is solar. When we are considering in liquid or in sea, to find out the depth of the sea, we use that concept, right? After that, where it can be used, where beats are being used, after radar, sonar, then in speed guns of the traffic police. When the any vehicle is moving with very high speed, so the traffic police which is there at signal, they are having a speed gun at which they can heard the apparent change in the frequency which is there, which is fixed for the vehicle, and when it exceed beyond that, they get the intuitions inside that speed gun and they can catch up the vehicle as they are exceeding the speed limit. Okay, so even the same principle is applied over there. Then after that, in ultra sonography, even the speed of the blood circulation, either it is choke up or when it is moving or not. So this can be also heard by the concept of beats. Even a doctor used to find out the ultrasonography for the same purpose. Okay, to find out the blockages inside the heart or in veins, whenever it is in the body. Okay, to find out that, we use beats or even the Doppler effect. We also discussed about the Doppler effect which is there inside the sound in previous year also. Okay, what is the Doppler effect in sound? Doppler effect is the effect in which we can see the difference in apparent frequencies, natural and the artificial frequencies. There is a difference in both of them. So the difference is nothing but the Doppler effect. We have discussed about the example which is there for you in the textbook even, which is when we are standing on platform, when the train is coming towards you, you can hear the sound from the very larger point. When it comes near to you, then it will be larger one, and when it goes away from you, again the sound is becoming vanishes. Okay, but at the same time the source is moving. We can say the source of sound is moving. Source of sound is nothing but train, and you are standing on the platform, you are steady, you are observer. So observer is steady and source is moving. So you will see the change, apparent change in the frequency of sound. So this concept is nothing but the Doppler frequency, Doppler effect of sound. Even you have learned about the Doppler effect in light also, even in wave optics, red shift and blue shift. So same kind is applied over here, and by using that applications we have come across the concept of beats. Okay, so I hope you understand the whole concept of sound wave actually, which is beats, in which we studied about waxing and waning, maximum amplitude, minimum amplitude. When they got mixture, they create beats. Then we find out the frequency, which is N1 minus N2. Then after that we have studied about the applications. If you know other applications of the same, you can comment. I will love to listen some more applications from you also. Okay, so you can comment in the message what applications are there about the beats. Okay, so thank you so much for watching, and if you have any kind of query, please do comment. I will solve your query. Now what about the next? As I said that this is the last chapter and this is the last one. So in the next session or in the next part, which is part 10, in which we are going to study some numericals, and even in one or two more parts we will discuss about the numericals, and then we will revise the chapter. Okay, so this is all about part 1. All theoretical part of physics and even the numerical part has been covered by me. So part 1 is being finished. I am hereby declaring that part 1 of physics is being finished. We are going to see the numericals from this chapter, and also we will do some sessions in which we will be revising all the chapters. Okay, so thank you so much.